Friday favorites and Fooeys for you, and this week was all about like coppers, peaches, reds, like, I don't know, those kind of like warm shades. I was really into those pretty much, yeah, across the board. Everything follows that theme. So I don't know why. I guess it's getting hot in Texas, so I was just feeling those kind of colors. And as you can see, I've still got that going today. So this theme is still continuing, but I really love it. So I've got some really good things that I think are just so beautiful. Some of my old favorites, but then also a couple of new things that I really love. So yeah, no Fooeys this week and no nails this week. It was too busy for nails. So no nails, but I've got lots of other good things to share. So let's jump in. Okay, for blush this week, I have a really inexpensive, awesome favorite. This is one of the Jordana blushes. This is in Peach Blossom. And this is just a really beautiful coral, but it has like some pink in it and a little bit of red. It is so pretty. It's pretty much just a matte. Yeah, it's a matte. And these are so inexpensive. They're like $2.50 or $3, and they're awesome. They are like super pigmented, they blend really nicely on your skin, and they wear well. Like, I don't have any complaints about these. They are so good. So that's Peach Blossom. My Walgreens doesn't stock the blushes for some reason. They have, you know, a lot of other Jordana stuff, but not the blushes. So I had to order mine online, but Jordana does free shipping over like, I think like $20 or $25. At least they used to. I assume they still do that. And you can get a lot of blushes for $20 or $25 when they're like $2.50 or $3 a piece. And I just love this. I grabbed it out of my collection this week. I don't know that this is one that I was necessarily like blown away with at the beginning when I first got them, but now I really love it. Like, I feel like I was missing out. I think it's a bright shade. It's really, really bright, and I really mostly, well, I was gonna say I mostly prefer to wear those in the spring and summer, but that's not true. I like to wear bright all the time, but I was just especially feeling the bright corally blush this week. And then I went back to an old faithful from Tarte. I love this blush. This is Natural Beauty. It's just a really gorgeous pinky red. I mean, it looks super scary in the packaging. I mean, the outside is like dark red, basically, or bright red. And even the blush inside looks really intimidating. But when you get this on your cheeks, it's gorgeous. I am wearing this one today. I just love it. It's so, so pretty. And this one is, I believe, a matte. Yes, it's a matte, and it blends like a dream, wears like really, really well. And I love to wear this with any kind of look. I mean, like I said, I'm wearing it today and I have kind of a corally lip, but I've also worn it a lot with reds because it just kind of gives that, like, this is what I've heard several times, and it's so true. It's like the Snow White blush, where it just looks like you've been out in the cold and your cheeks are just kind of getting flushed. And it's very natural. Like, once you blend it out a lot, like, let me try to blend it. It really is very wearable. I mean, I still sometimes, what I'll do, that's kind of blended. So what I'll do with it is I'll get it on my cheeks, and then the spots that it's still looking a little bit intense, I'll just go back with my foundation brush that I've just applied my foundation with and just kind of like dab it or just kind of brush it over the areas that just needs to be tamed down just a tad, and it really just blends it out so nicely. But this is such a gorgeous blush, and I feel like it's really pretty unique. Milani's Bella Rosa, that's one of the new baked blushes, or semi-new matte baked blushes from them. That one's very similar, but not exact. I have a picture on my Instagram comparing them from a while back. So it's similar. I don't know how long I can hold it in my hand and just talk to you. It's similar, but they're not exact. But that one's still beautiful too. But Tarte's Natural Beauty, I mean, it's just like such a staple in my collection. I love this blush. You should totally check it out if you thought about it. Don't be intimidated. Just give it a try. I think you'll really like it because it's gorgeous. Okay, for eyes this week, I have two things that go together really, really well that I have been loving all week. So this first one, this is not my norm because I am not typically a luxury makeup brand girl. I think it would be fun to be, but I'm kind of more of a drugstore MAC And then I obviously like some high-end too, but not like the luxury brands, not like Chanel or Dior or I don't even know the other ones, Guerlain, those kind of things. I don't really get into those a lot just because they're pricey. But this one, I heard my friend Mallory from Mallory1712 talk about the Chanel, I don't even know if I can say this, Illusion de Ombre in New Moon. I couldn't resist this. I mean, it just looked beautiful. And I actually thought about this for weeks. Like after she talked about it, I really thought about it, and I kept kind of borderline obsessing over it. And it's incredible. I am wearing it on my lids today. It is just like amazing, coppery, but it's not full on orangey copper. It kind of has some more like chocolatey tones mixed in with it. So it's just a really beautiful shade, and it's so glittery, and when you put it on your eyes, it stays put. It's just amazing. So I've worn it under some eyeshadows this week, but also over some other eyeshadows, just kind of like as my main lid color, which is pretty much what I'm doing today. Hopefully you can see it. It's just, oh, it is incredible. And then along with that, I've been wearing my Naked 3 palette all week, and I just really love it again. I mean, well, I can't even say again, because I've always said about this palette, this is one of the most difficult, I feel like it is the most difficult of the 3 Naked palettes to work with. It's just chunkier glitter, and it's just a little bit harder to work with, but the shades inside are gorgeous. And I am wearing this today with the Chanel de Illusion de Ombre shadow. So I've got that on with the Naked 3. So I've been wearing just a bunch of different colors from here, but mainly just this darker shade here, kind of in my outer corner. This one is Factory. And then also these blending shades. So Limit and Nooner. Just wonderful, beautiful blending shades. And I feel like these tones just go so well with the Chanel shadow. It just creates a whole gorgeous look. Let me swatch them all together. Oh yeah, so pretty. Oh, I love that. So I've been wearing that all week, and I've been wearing it with those blushes. Well, obviously I'm talking about my face things that I've liked this week all together. So I just really love this with the corally shades. I just feel like it goes so well. And even the Natural Beauty blush, it just goes. And it's a very like youthful, summery kind of look. I know technically we're not in summer yet, but Texas, it sure feels like it. So I'm all into those kind of shades, and they just go so well together. I love it. So that's what I've been wearing on my eyes and loving that. And then for lips this week, I'm loving this combo that I'm wearing today, and I wore this a couple of times this week, and I just love it. It's a matte combo, and one of them is limited edition, but I do have some very close, I wouldn't say they're dupes, but I would say that you will get pretty close with using those instead. So anyway, the limited edition shade that I have on most of my lips is Toying Around, and this was from the Playland collection. It's just a really pretty, it's really like, it's a coral, but it has a lot of red in it, at least on me. I feel like when I looked up swatches of this shade online, like when the collection was about to come out, I thought it was going to be a lot more corally orange, but it pulls pretty red on me, but I still love it. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. Love that. And then with that, I have been wearing, this is Sweet and Sour, and this is permanent. It used to be limited edition, so I'm so glad they made it permanent because I love this lipstick. This was originally part of the All About Orange collection. Oh, so pretty. And these together, the way I wear them, I have this one over most of my lips, but then the Sweet and Sour kind of right in the middle just to give a little bit more dimension, make it just a little bit lighter and more fun. So I just really love that combo. So the kind of similar colors that I found for you guys, or other shades, are 2 drugstore options, so that's awesome. So the first one, this is the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in, what is this called? Unapologetic. Yes. I have horrible eyesight. I cannot see. Like, I mean I can, but not all that well. I can hear really good. Like today at work I was even saying I can hear like something was happening with a computer monitor and nobody else could hear it except for me. And they were like, you have like dog hearing. And I said, I know, but I can't see for poop. Anyway, side note. So, okay, the first one, Unapologetic. So this one is not exact, but I think you can get pretty close with it. So that's what that one looks like. Unapologetic is a little bit more pink. It has more pink in it, whereas Toying Around has a little bit more orange and red. And then the other option, this is one of my all-time favorites from the drugstore. This is Vibrant Mandarin, one of the Vivids from Maybelline. That's what the lid looks like. Love these. This one I feel like is probably slightly closer. Honestly, I feel like Toying Around is kind of a mixture between these two. So right there on this side is Vibrant Mandarin. So I think you could get pretty darn close with mixing these together. So pretty. Mixing these together meaning mixing those together, or those and that together. So you've got options there, but I just feel like that is such a fun, bright, interesting kind of lip. Like I really have been into, I wouldn't call it, I don't even know if it's ombre lips, but it's just making your lips look fuller because you have different dimension to it. You have a lighter color and then the darker color, so it makes it look like your lips are doing a little bit more than just one shade. So I love that combo, so pretty. MAC and their limited edition stuff. I just posted a whole haul video on Wednesday, or actually really late, Tuesday night, about the Kelly and Sharon Osbourne collection. So pretty, love it. But MAC and their limited edition stuff, they are crazy with that, but they get me every time. I love it. All right, guys, so those are all my Friday favorites for this week. I'm excited to hear what you have been loving this week. Are you picking anything up from that MAC collection? Are you eyeing anything? Are you waiting for your package to come in the mail from the things you might have been able to grab from that pandemonium? I'd love to hear that, or just old faithful favorites that you have in your collection that you were pulling out this week. Let me know that in the comment section down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!